point where I ask if we're live, and if anyone is out there, let me know. My man William Timms in the chat over there. What's up, Will? Let's see if any more folks sort of filter in, I suppose. And then we're going to talk about some PulseCon stuff. Hey, what's up, guys? My man Toy Cartel in the house. So we're going to do, we're just going to kind of run through all the stuff that I got from PulseCon. This is going to be kind of like the, I guess like the test run, or maybe doing more of these. I don't know. We'll see how bad it goes as far as technical difficulty, and then we'll kind of go from there. But I'm going to actually open stuff up, so I'm not just going to be done with it. We'll actually open them up because I haven't opened any of it. I got all of my stuff in over the weekend. I got a package Saturday, and then I got a bunch on Sunday, and then we'll just kind of take a look at them and see what's going on. Because I've not opened any of them. No reviews have started. I'm going to start doing reviews on stuff tonight, maybe, depending on how long this goes. I don't know if we're going to have any kind of unparalleled universe 6-hour live stream. Sure as hell hope not. So, yeah, we're going to take a look at. Well, we got these. So everything. I didn't get everything. It sounds absurd to even have to say that. I didn't get everything, but I got all the stuff that I wanted, and there, there's no problems getting anything. I don't know how many folks actually truly had issues with getting PulseCon stuff. It seemed like a pretty in and out kind of deal for most folks, unless of course you maybe were one of the people that had to get a pre-order. But since I've got the premium thing, I was able to just jump in and jump out. I didn't get the Logan 2-pack. That's the one thing that I think I kind of regret. But I'll be honest, I have not even seen that movie still. So yeah, I don't have much of an interest in it. It's not for a lack of interest in that. I just haven't watched it. But I didn't really want Old Man Chuck. I didn't want the Professor X figure. So I skipped that one, and I didn't do Transformers because I don't really do Transformers. Although Quintesson is kind of cool, I didn't need it. And what else was there? Maybe that was it. Maybe that's all I didn't get. I don't know. But I do kind of just a little bit regret not getting that Logan 2-pack because Logan looks great. And I just got done doing the review on those 2 other Wolverine figures, the movie figures, and they're phenomenal. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm pretty happy with everything. And I didn't get any issues in shipping either. I've seen some horror stories from Pulse with this stuff in particular. People just like getting boxes with no padding in there, and then the stuff is just thrown in there. But mine was okay. I did get some things that were shoved all in one box. This was in a box with a Wampa and with Cobra Commander, but everything else came in. But everything else came in the box. So typical Pulse fashion. So yeah, let's do a rundown of what we're gonna cover. So I've got this guy first, and this is probably going to be the one we crack open first because he's the collector friendly. This is the guy that you can take out and just put right back in, and there's like no muss, no fuss. And I do have a bone to pick with Hasbro when it comes to con exclusive packaging right now. I don't really know why it's hitting me with this stuff, but one of these in particular is really rubbing me the wrong way. So we're going to talk about the Cobra Commander. I've been holding this one up, so we got the TVC 3-pack. I don't think I'm going to do a review on this because it's pretty rare that I do vintage collection reviews, but they do look pretty snazzy, so I'm going to have to crack those open. We've got this monster box, and this is the one that I have the bone to pick with because this is the least collector-friendly thing I have seen in so long. You have to destroy this box almost to get this thing out of here. Toy Galaxy Dan did a video today where he just annihilated his box trying to get this thing out. And I don't like that. I hate that. I don't want to destroy this thing because, I mean, it's pretty. It looks good. But there's no way this is ever going to go back in there, right? Like, I'm never going to be able to put that back in. And I know I shouldn't open it if I want to put it back in there. But you never know. I might want to put it back. save it for a rainy day or something. We got the Wampa. I don't know that we're actually going to open this thing because I've already got a Wampa. So I got this just for the box. I bought some. I bought foil packaging. Basically, is what I did with this one. So we're gonna see about this one. Maybe he's so heavy, but I could use another one. Let's see what else. You got this thing. So this is. I mean, this is obviously one of the big ones, right? Literally, figuratively. So this might be maybe one of my favorites of the bunch so far. Just taking like a quick look at them because I've obviously kind of glanced at stuff here and there. The presentation on this thing, it's just fantastic. I love everything about this box. As stupid as that sounds, but that's well, it's not half the fun, but it's part of the fun. And then we got this thing, and this is, I don't know, this thing's going to be kind of a nightmare to open on camera because it's so awkward, but it's cool though. So we've got Han and Leia over there. We've got Pop Blue in the back, and then Luke over here. But this is another one where, like, if I take these out, they're not going back in, right? And I just got a shipping, or not a shipping notice, but a processing notice from Entertainment Earth that the case that all of these come in has been started to ship. So I guess I'll have some doubles of. So I don't know. We've got folks in the chat right now. What do you want me to crack open first? Cobra Commander, Power Rangers, Black Series, Marvel Legends, Vintage Collection. I've got some new Troopers to open too. I don't know if I need to open those on camera, but I've got 4 of these to open too, which I might as well do at some point. We got those. Power Rangers, Cobra Commander. Let's just open Cobra Commander. He's the easy one. So he's probably the one that I'm the most excited about overall too, because I already like the figure, and the box is, look at that box. It's amazing. This is fantastic. I really dig this box. It's got like the die cut pattern on the back. They really went all out on a really small box. And the thing I like the most about this one is just $30. So, $30 and you get the same good figure that we've already gotten with a snazzy box. And, look at this. Check this out. You can just sort of, makes a really awful noise when you do that, but like, that's cool, right? And he's just there, and you can take him out. So, yeah, let's just do it. We'll just take him out because this guy is very collector friendly. Maybe not the accessories. You might have to fight to get those out. I didn't try getting any of those out yet, but you can just pop Cobra Commander right out. Oh, where's the damn camera? So there he is, and he looks really good. So if you've got the first figure, the first figure, or the retail figure, or if you want to call it the network figure, mine actually shipped today. A buddy of mine got his today, and of course it's that same retail figure that you may or may not already have. So it's the same figure, but with some changes, because he's not exactly the same. And I'm not talking just about not just about the cape. The cape is pretty cool, and it's really interesting how it's on here too. But he's got a new belt this time around. He doesn't have that kind of crossguard thing on his chest, so he doesn't have the strap over here because he has a cape in the regular figure. But there's a lot of crazy stuff going on here. He's covered in like this tampo work all over him. So all of box. Where's the box? All of this kind of artwork and this stuff on the back is all up and down his chest, and it's like super clean too. I'm sure it's not going to come through here too well. And he's even got it like all the way up in that torso cut. So they actually went maybe not the extra mile, but they went as far as they needed to make him look really good. He's even got it on the back. So like he's covered in all this tampo work here as I show you his ass there. But it's on his boots and everything as well. But he's very different just in terms of overall like deco and how he looks. And this cape. The cape is really cool, but it's also kind of weird too. Now that I look at it, because he's literally wearing it. It's not plugged into the back. Even though he has a peg hole back here, it's not like they did something with a plastic cape. It's obviously fabric, but they've got it with these little straps on him. So he's actually wearing it. You could take it off if you wanted. I don't think I'm actually going to, but you can see there's a Where's it at? There it is. There's a little strap that actually cinches onto him. It's just an elastic band. So it's like a cloak almost that would be fastened over the front of the figure, kind of like this. Of course, it's not, but it's still pretty cool though. It's maybe a little cumbersome to actually make it do its thing, but at the same time, like this is really cool. I need to talk to maybe like Harker Custom, see if he can wire this thing because that would be really cool. Some What are these hidden comments? Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing with hidden comments here. We'll just hide them. Oh, that's nothing. Those are nothing. But this guy is pretty cool. And again, $30. So we're getting a figure that you maybe already have, but he's got like extra accessories. So the first figure doesn't come with a gun, right? Because he doesn't have a holster. He has the sheath. This one has the holster. So he's got a gun and he's got a sword. It's the same sword, but he's got the Cobra scepter and he's got the little globe, which is really cool. But it's like all about this box, and it seems stupid. Like it's all about this box. Like presentation is really cool. I do find it weird that he is still numbered though. That's really odd. I mean, I'm thinking in like Black Series terms where they don't number their exclusives, but this guy's got a number. So there'll be a number 9 regular, a number 9 Regal, a number 9 Nonsense Network, and then there'll be a number 9 this one too. But it's pretty cool. I'm really hung up on this box. How just cool it is engineering wise. So, I mean, how many people actually got this guy? I know he was. I don't know. Did he sell out? I don't remember what he. I mean, they all sold out eventually, right? But like, did he sell out super quick? Like I said, I was kind of in and out really, really fast. I didn't really pay much attention to it. I was not in the business of watching sellouts that day, so I wasn't really sure exactly how well he did. I know he sold out, and I know a lot of folks ended up getting him. But this is until we get that Regal variant, this is probably my favorite of the two so far. Whenever we get that thing, I'm really looking forward to that one though. I kind of thought it was is it number 6? So this is number 9. Well, it's number 9 then, right? Or am I just stupid? Or is it 60? Or is it 6? I don't know. So he said it sold out in 25 minutes and then went up for pre-order the next day. That makes sense. So Cobra Commander did not last for regular members. Only premium people got him the first day. I guess I'm not surprised, especially when he's only $30. Because again, this is what the cheapest exclusive that they had. I don't know what the Quintessence set was. Probably not. Maybe the Wampa was the same too. But this is a solid deal for a $30 figure. Is it different numbers? I'll have to check the box. You can tell how much I pay attention to tell how much I pay attention to the numbers in this line. It is still weird to me that they are numbering exclusives. But either way, I was kind of surprised that they numbered the Cobra Island exclusives too. So, it just seems like everything's all kind of one thing with this line, which is fine. It doesn't really matter, does it? They're just numbers. What do you want to do next? So we did Cobra Commander. What's next? Black Series. Black Series is going to take a minute, I think. Hellfire Club, Power Rangers, Vintage Collection. Who wants what? Taking requests right now as I break other packaging. I don't think he ever had a wired cape shown that I saw. I don't even remember there being a fabric cape at first. I thought it was a plastic cape. That tells you how much I paid attention to it. So obviously I knew that it was going to have a fabric cape eventually. Once we started seeing people get them, like when people got them from the conventions overseas, we started seeing reviews. Like when D Amazing got a hold of one from Crashbox Customs, gave him theirs to take a look at. So we've got some requests for Black Series, just everything but Vintage Collection, which kind of makes sense based on what I normally cover here. You know what? Let's do Power Rangers. Let's do Power Rangers because I really want to see what it's going to take me to actually open this thing. So if you haven't watched it, go watch Toy Galaxy's video on this. I didn't finish the whole thing because I was wrapping up work while it was playing, but he did a video today or posted a video today for this where he kind of just talks about it as he goes through it. And I mean, he literally rips the box in half. So yeah, this could be good. I am not going to do that. So we've got to start with, you've got the. Let me move this out of the way. There's way too much stuff back here. So we've got the little slipcover thing. So this it actually tapes along the bottom so you can slide it off. But I do like this. It's pretty cool. I mean, it plays up the whole shattered grid thing. And I don't know anything about shattered grid. I read some of the comic books, but I sort of went by the wayside a long time ago. I mean, I say a long time ago. It's not like they've been around forever, but a while. It's been a little while. So I don't really know anything about Shattered Grid except for what I have read. The whole Drakon thing and what he is and how he gets his powers and where he comes from and all that stuff. But this is what you get on the inside. So you've got a shot. You've got the Tom Whalen artwork over here on the side, which I still like this stuff. I think it's very clean and crisp. I dig his style. And then you've got such a uniformity throughout the line. But then you've got it over here on the same side, and then you've got this little print on the back. I don't know what this is. So it's just a print, right? It's not a, do I want to do this? Do I want to actually take this thing out? It's just a piece of paper. It's literally just a piece of paper, right? It looks like it's in a comic book sleeve. Yeah. So there's that. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. I'm not going to frame it or anything. It has him doing his lightning thing with all of the helmets that we get that are in the box. So inside, you've got this and my little nippers here because you're going to need them. Like, he looks really cool, and I'm pretty sure this thing is geared more towards someone who wants to keep it in the box. Maybe not, but like this was meant to be displayed this way, and he's set up this way, and he's posed to be standing on a helmet, and you've got all of this ridiculous energy effect all over the place because it's humongous too. So let's just cut into it and see what happens, because I'm pretty sure that I'm just going to have to destroy the way this thing is set up to actually get in here. And it's never going to go back. He's never going back. The Cobra Commander can go back. Hellfire can go back in their box. I can probably even get the Star Wars stuff back in their box a little bit. But this thing is never, ever going back in. So there's 3, 4, where I cut the energy effect in half, probably. Right? Oh, for God's sake. Okay, so here's part of it. Yes, Drakon needs a cape, Andy Davis. You are 100% correct, because this thing, I mean, it looks fine, but I don't know. It's going to weigh him down. Surely it's going to weigh him down. So this is 2 pieces. So it's like this. That's not going to work. I mean, it's not going to work in my hands anyway. So you can sort of do like this, and it's going to sit on the rock base, I think, right? But this is crazy. This is going to take up so much space. I like energy effects. I sound like I'm complaining a whole lot about this, but this is really rubbing me the wrong way with how weird this thing is packaged in here. This is cool though. And Cat just knocked it over. So we've got, here we go. So this is how it goes. We're going to figure out how to do this so I don't have to do this while I'm trying to do a review. So we've got there's a little nub on the back, and it goes in like this. So it actually does sit on it in some fashion. That's kind of cool. But then, here's this. I need instructions on how to do this. So I guess it kind of sits like this. But you've got all these individual helmets. Am I doing this right? Has anybody gotten one of these to know for sure? Because I haven't seen a whole lot about this guy yet, outside of Dan's video. But these come off, I think. Oh, yeah. So there's a little peg down there. There's all kinds of little notches on it, though. So you've got a Red Ranger, and a Green Ranger, and a Pink Ranger, and a Yellow Ranger, and they're all They're all broken, of course. So there's like black cracks all over them, and then there's silver cracks all over the visors too, which is pretty cool. What energy kits are you talking about, Dave? The like the figurized kits, those? So yeah, each of these come off, so you can put these on. You can put these on the figures, which is pretty cool. That, and then so he's got extra hands, and he does have a Saba in there. Again, like I don't know enough about this version to know. Is he supposed to have a dragon dagger? Does that make sense at this point? Does anybody know? By this point in the story, does he have one, or should he have one? Because this Saba is also not broken, and I know Saba gets broken at some point too. A lot of people were saying in my review for the first Drakon that he should have come with a broken Saba. Again, I have no idea. He's tied. So he's actually he's taped in here too. They're going to need a knife for sure to get this guy out. And he's taped on the bottom. Normally this wouldn't really bother me, but something about this big, elaborate set not being able to go back in the box is really annoying. Let's see. Man. So Drakon's also strapped in. Multiple places. Let's see. I'm trying to preserve this box for reasons unknown. What the hell? Down here too. Aha. So like, yeah, he's got all these little ties in here. I mean, that's pretty normal stuff. I'm not too surprised. But like, what am I supposed to do with this now? The cape comes off. Cool looking figure though. I mean, I'm a sucker for Green Ranger, White Ranger stuff anyway. So we got a cape and the helmet. Sure, that's nice and loud. So this thing, I don't know about this. This thing pegs in 3 different places on his back. I'm not so sure about this. Kind of loose. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Let's take his helmet, take his head off. Oh, wait. Does this not go on his head? Okay. Never mind. False alarm. That looks a lot better. This is supposed to be upright. So is he, what is he? And he's not black, he's like gray. His leg is warped all to shit though. You got to do what I do, Anime Hero. You have to dedicate a tower in a closet for ultimate boxes. That's all you can do. I don't like this cape. I already know that. I do not like this cape. So his shield is like rubbery. and there's one peg on each side and one peg in the middle. But the peg in the middle like butts up against his back. And these almost kind of like key in, sort of. So I don't know about that. This leg, look at that bow-legged shit right there. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to heat him up. His knee is all out of whack. What's up, Eric? So I don't know. Does anybody else have one of these with this problem yet? Because that's crazy. It has to be how he was packaged in that box. What else? Well, he's got a Saba and some hands too. I almost said he was light on accessories. He does have a ton of stuff. But I need to get the other Drakon and see what kind of parts reuse does this guy have? Because this is one of the things that kind of bugs me, is how much of this money went into the box instead of the figure. Because Cobra Commander only cost $30 and he's one figure. This guy costs $50 and one figure. So this thing's crazy as far as expense goes. This knee is so messed up. He's not even going to be able to stand up correctly like this. He's bow-legged. Yeah, he's very bow-legged. I haven't. Again, I didn't watch all of Dan's video to see truly what he came into contact with this figure. He's also. This is classic Power Rangers Lightning Collection stuff, because paint apps are kind of iffy on this one. They're okay. The helmet looks really good though. Helmet looks good. I'll boil him or something. Do the hair dryer. Do the boiling water, something like that. But it looks like he's got a wash on this ankle, but he doesn't have one on this ankle. And then, is he supposed to be black or is he gray? Where's the comic book? Where is it? Oh. Well, this makes him look green, but that's the lightning. So the torso is a different color too, which is, again, classic Lightning Collection stuff. I don't know if that's supposed to be that way or not. It looks intentional this time around. Maybe he's got like a shading on him or something like that. It's kind of weird. This cape makes it hard to really see. These, however, are really cool. I'll have to put him through his paces. We'll see. Maybe I'll tackle this guy first, just to see what's going on. They did charge us $20 extra for all this stuff. I mean, this is crazy. This stuff right here is ridiculous. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't think I'll ever use it in a display. I don't know if I'll do that. But like, I mean, it is cool. Like, if you got everything kind of up and have him there with it, I guess it's supposed to go kind of like this, and he stands like this. And you get him, in the background or something. That's kind of cool. It definitely does. It definitely does have a bit of shelf presence there, but I don't know if I truly needed it. I say this knowing full well that they're going to release this figure in the main line. They're going to. They did it with the last con exclusive, and it was barely changed. So they're definitely going to re-release him. I have no doubt in my mind that we'll see him in another wave down the road. So hopefully I won't have to buy that one. That'd be good. So I'd love to not be able to buy a figure for a change, just like what the most current Power Ranger wave with the reissue White Ranger. Don't have to buy him. That's fun. I always like not buying figures. Yeah, last year's Reinhardt was packaged really weird and crazy. I never actually opened that one, though. Never opened it. Rest in peace, Overwatch Ultimates. But I never opened that figure. I've got him. He's actually on the other side of the room, sitting by his lonesome, still in that box for some reason. I've got multiple unopened Reinhardts because they were like $5 or whatever on Hasbro Toy Shop's eBay page that one day. I got them with the intention of like doing it. I buy stuff with the intention of like painting things, and then I get the stuff in, and I realize that I don't paint stuff. So it's like, why in the hell did I buy it in the first place? Like I've got 2 extra Goldars from this line, and I was going to paint them up or do something stupid with them. I don't do that, so I'm not sure why I did it, but they were $3, so I bought them. So yeah, that's kind of neither here nor there. But I don't know. This guy, I mean, obviously this is a cool figure. Pumpkin Wrapper, yes. Patimus Prime, yes. Pumpkin Wrapper is currently my most wanted Power Rangers figure right now, by far. By far. I did a video on most wanted villains from MMPR, and he was definitely on the list among a bunch of other ones, but he was definitely up there as far as things that I want to get. That thing's going to be just ridiculous. Although I'm pretty sure they said it's going to be like $30 for some reason. Like it commands a higher price point. Obviously, it's probably not going to be able to have much reuse, but still seems kind of crazy for it to be deluxe. And it's probably, unless he's going to be bigger. I don't know. Have we seen if they're going to be bigger? I don't know. Eric, no, I did not get anything from the Mythic Legions Exodus sale. I was out of town at my best friend's bachelor party and had basically no cell signal. I had barely any cell signal, so I did not get anything. I knew I wasn't going to have a chance, so I didn't even look at it. I didn't even try. I saved myself the heartache from even attempting it because I knew what was going to be up there, and I didn't get it. So I will survive to not have those. I've resigned myself to not getting a handful of Legions figures at this point. Can't do the crazy prices for those anymore. We'll just keep going forward and see what they re-release. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what this thing looks like with the with the head on. This does look pretty good though. Like as far as looks go, outside of not the bow leg in this, but as far as looks go, he does look pretty good. Ecliptor, yes, right there with you, Anime Hero. I mean, I think like one of my most wanted anything Power Rangers is Cyclopsis. Really, that's probably one of my main things. It's obviously not really this, but something bigger. That's really what I want because it's like a white whale for anything Power Rangers. But this guy does look cool. This bow-legged thing is really driving me nuts, and it's definitely because they had him in the box posed like this, so his knee was being pressed up against something. I can fix it. So we'll fix that before I put him through his paces. That's not a big deal. Still, it's an exclusive. It should have been okay. So there's Power Rangers. There he is, Power Rangers. Like I said, this thing is never ever going back in this box. Ever. What do we got? Let's do Hellfire Club. Casey Gall, have I thought about doing a collection toy room haul or overview? Have I thought about it? Yeah. Is it feasible? Not really. I mean, one day, yes, but honestly, it's a working nightmare, essentially. There's so much stuff that comes in that I really don't have time for it. My collection is not in anything that I consider displayable status. And it's mostly just for a lack of time, really. Like if I have time to come down here and do stuff, I'm doing videos. So I don't really mess around with the collection and the shelves all that much. And I'm always taking stuff down. I'm always taking stuff down to use in pictures or to use for when I do size comparisons or anything like that. I mean, it sounds kind of like a cop-out, but it's going to happen. It's just a matter of, when really, because I don't have a lot of time outside of like after the kid goes to bed is when I'm down here. It's almost 11 o'clock right now. I should be going to bed. So stuff like that. Okay, let's do Hellfire. So we've got the gate, which I mean, let's just appreciate this box right here for a second. So the box on its own, nice kind of foil. You've got the gate. You've got their portraits on the back for the actual figures themselves. So that's pretty cool. And it's got Magneto's helmet down here. It says that Sebastian Shaw assembles the Hellfire Club, a vicious syndicate bent on economic power and ruthless political domination. Okay, watch the tape on the bottom of the box. Check that out. Okay, this thing is big. So we've got the big picture here in the middle. This thing, what this does come out. It's part of it. Should I take that out or leave it there? Probably leave it there. So you got there's a letter in there. This is pretty cool. Like the presentation on this thing is pretty sweet. You've got their portraits. You've got Sebastian and Jean Grey, and then we've got Donald Pierce and Emma Frost over here. And I have heard that the other Emma Frost heads do not fit on this body. I actually never opened that Emma Frost. She is sitting under my desk in the office upstairs. Never opened. So let's see what this is. So it's got the little invite here, and this is cool. Like this is the kind of stuff that makes a set a little special, right? Makes it a little different. So this isn't your normal fare. Ben Foster, do I ever get overwhelmed with it being too? My man, I am living that right now. But yeah, I do get overwhelmed with it. It's and it's mostly from just it's like a time thing. Like I get a figure in, and I enjoy it, and then it's on to the next thing, which is not the healthiest way to have a hobby, I don't think. But like the collecting aspect is what it is for me. Being able to have the collection. I've always been a collector of something. It's just been toys for quite a while now. So, it was video games, it was comic books for a very, very long time. And I got out of comics and sold everything. I sold like 30,000 comic books a few years ago when my wife changed job. So there's always been something, but it's mostly a management thing. Like I can manage it, but it's about being able to sit down and devote that extra amount of time to it. Because if I have time to be devoting to something that's extra, it really should be to my kid or my wife. It really shouldn't be to a pile of plastics. So, yeah, those 30,000 comics were they were from, I mean, like from when I was a kid to when did I do that? It was 2017 is when I sold them. 2017 is when I sold them. I mean, there were some key issues in there. It was a lot. It was everything that I had from when I was a kid up until a few years ago. But like first appearance of Wolverine, first appearance of Sabretooth, first Iron Fist, first Punisher, giant size X-Men, stuff like that. Some key-ish issues, but not like super huge. I mean, Wolverine was the big, Hulk 181. But there were Comic Bro. Yeah, that was my thing for a really long time. I mean, like I was literally buying every book from DC and Marvel for a number of years, every single thing. So, but when there was an opportunity to get rid of them, I offloaded the entire thing to one buyer. So the guy that runs Lexington Comic Con here in Kentucky, actually, he bought them. He bought the whole thing for me and a bunch of toys, actually. So I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't actually care about all in one go, which was pretty fun. But back to this. So we've got so this is the invitation, dear friend. This is an invite into the Hellfire Club, to the inner circle. So it's got Sebastian Shaw's and Jean Grey's autograph down there and all that good stuff. I mean, I'm not going to read. But this is the stuff that I like to see in an exclusive set. Rob Z, what part of Kentucky am I from? I'm in Louisville, so one of the most non-stereotypically Kentucky cities, I suppose. If that makes any sense. Dave, how much did I make? I mean, I'm not going to say specifically, but it was a number of thousands of dollars. Frankly, at this point, I don't remember because it was broken up between how much I was getting from. It was a bunch of Power Ranger toys. Well, it was actually Super Sentai toys and the comics. So it was. I don't remember. It was a ton of long boxes. That's what it was. I don't really remember. So let's take a look at these. Ooh, that was loud. Okay, so we've got Jean Grey first, and I know the one thing about this set that's probably going to bother me is that they've got high heels. Dark Soldier, did I back the HasLab Razor Crest? I haven't yet. I want to, but I don't know. Like I don't know if I should. Hey, what's up, Ocelot? What's up, man? I just bought 3 Sentinels, so I'm not really sure. I wish that it wasn't. I wish that it wasn't so soon. I really that's my big hang-up, is that I wish it wasn't so soon. Take a drink. I wish it wasn't so soon, hot on the heels of that Sentinel. But I know that if I don't get one, I'm gonna be upset about it eventually. But I'm also concerned that I don't really care about the Razor Crest. Like I don't know. I mean, obviously it crushed its goal right away. Like a day, if that, really, 24 hours or whatever. But I don't know that I was really surprised that was what it was. I mean, that was the rumor for a long time, but I was really surprised that they actually did that, because I didn't think that the Razor Crest was that exciting of a vehicle. I think it looks awesome, and as far as like a toy and a vehicle, it's obviously going to be great. I mean, this thing is easily one of the coolest toys that I've got, and it's so much fun to mess around with. I mean, there's tons of nonsense up there. It's mostly not even Star Wars figures right now. But like the Razor Crest, it doesn't really do a whole lot in the show, and you don't really see it all that often. I mean, you do, but you don't at the same time. It's not like an X-Wing. It's not a TIE fighter. It's not like, I don't think it's an iconic vehicle. But at the same time, Mandalorian is the Mandalorian. So they took their shot, and obviously it worked. So I kind of feel like I'll probably get one, but I am not as like gung ho about it as I was with the Barge, or with Super 7 Snake Mountain, or even the Sentinel. And I waited till really close to the end on the Sentinel because I wasn't really sure how many I was going to get. So yeah, that was my little segue for that. I don't know. I knew it was going to be something vintage collection related, because we're never. I mean, I say never and they'll announce it, but we're probably never going to get a Black Series HasLab or anything that's like a vehicle, because they already know that smaller scale vehicles work at retail. With the TIE Fighter, well, the TIE Fighter didn't work at retail because it was on clearance everywhere, but the Snowspeeder and everything else is too big. I mean, you can't do anything else. Like everybody says, you need an AT-AT in the Black Series, but it would be what, like 20 feet long or something. I did the math on it one day, and it was something stupid. Everything is too big. Everything is just too big at that scale. And if it's not in scale, people are going to pitch a fit that it's not in scale. So I don't know. I'm really, really curious to how they're ever going to do that. But back to this. Yeah, Black Series AT-AT would be absolutely massive. I think they could do. Maybe they could do an AT-ST, but even then, it would be. I mean, it would be taller. It'd be probably as tall as the Sentinel. It'd be taller than the Sentinel. It'd be taller than the Sentinel, I think. So yeah. Okay, so Marvel Legends. We got the Jean Grey figure, and she looks pretty fantastic. I really, really like this figure. You do have the get out of there. We do have a Celine head though, which I guess it kind of sucks. You've got to do this. You've got to do one or the other, unless you got 2. I was not going to buy a second one for that. Let's go in there. This is a really solid looking figure, even though she has the kind of frilly looking cape. Like, this is a really solid looking figure. I'm not a fan of Marvel Legends heeled feet. They're fine. Once you get them in the sweet spot, they're fine. But like, they can be kind of a pain. But she does look really good. The blacks are really deep and solid. They are a different shade, so of course it's not the same as the legs, but it's all right. And the face, though, it's all about the face. It's all about the face, that eyeshadow, and the lips. Lips are really good. We're going to debate female makeup on a figure, but it's really good. Knees are those wobbly Legends knees, though. But she looks really good. Like, I've been really looking forward to this set, and I truly don't. I don't know if I really care all that much about the Hellfire Club. I mean, I know they're like an integral thing, but like if it really came down to it, I didn't need this. But at the same time, when it was offered, it's like, yeah, you got to have that. So Emma next. Oh, she's got a thing back there. This though, these are the same figure, aren't they? Same everything. They're the same thing. That's fine. That's fine. Parts reuse is fine. But they are the exact same figure. Same corset, same body, same everything. Kind of weird. Huh. So this is, let me just stare down the chest of this figure here momentarily. That is weird looking. So there's actually like a separate piece that's pegged in to her bosom there. But she looks good. The face is really good. I still haven't opened those other ones. I don't know. So what? This is Jean Grey as what, the Goblin King, or Goblin King, the Goblin Queen, right? And Emma Frost. And I saw that Jay Hernandez got his Emma Frost, and her lipstick is all messed up. And I think that was like the one figure that he really wanted out of this set. It's jacked up. I don't know how he's going to fix that. But this looks really, really good. So I can keep that the other one under my desk forever and probably never open it. The Walgreens one, that's where it came from, right? The Walgreens exclusive. The one that has, I don't know, she has something. Put her with some cuckoos maybe, but I sold all mine. I realized I had a bunch of cuckoos and didn't actually need them. So that's a solid figure. The only thing I don't like about these two is their feet, and I can look at that. I've seen some folks swap them out, which is pretty cool. And they have a bunch of accessories too. Get out of there. So we've got Donald Pierce here. This is, I mean, like, this does not scream like dynamic, fun action figure, but man, this is like spot on to what these guys look like. It's fantastic. I'm really happy with these. The only downside is, of course, that they're not pinless, but I think I can deal with that. I'm all about the pinless stuff right now. They have spoiled me on that. Do these guys have butterflies? No, the jacket's an overlay though, so they don't have a great deal of abs, but they're pretty good. Pretty good movement. I mean, they're fine. I do really like these. There's still a couple other folks we can get. I've got goons coming this week too, so I think I might wait to film the review on these until I got the goons. I think they come Wednesday maybe. And then this guy's the star of the show for me. Anime hero. Are there any anime you want in Storm collectibles? No, I don't know, man. I'd say I don't know, and there probably are, but at the same time, like, I don't buy a lot of Storm stuff. Like, the only thing I've got are the Golden Axe stuff. The Golden Axe, the dragon, and the Axe Battler, and I've got some skeletons. And then I got that Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War, because he was like $15 at GameStop. But I don't have a lot of their stuff, so I'm not really sure. I mean, I imagine there is. I'd have to think about it. But like, off the top of my head, maybe something like a classic Grappler Baki or something like that would be really cool. It'd have to be like something that is like an overly, the stuff that you like an overly manly or muscular kind of guy. Something like that would be really cool. But honestly, if there's most anime stuff, I'd really prefer to see it from like Figure Arts, like like Yu Yu Hakusho or Inuyasha or something like that. Yeah, I ordered a set of those purple red skeletons as well. I wasn't planning on it. I was kind of hoping that they weren't going to have anything, but gotta have skeletons, right? They go well with legions, and they go well with pretty much anything. But this guy looks fantastic. This is so good. I mean, these two are. This is like the example of what you can do with parts reuse and make it work just fine. Because these guys look. I mean, they look quite unique, but they are, of course, basically the exact same figure. The only thing that's really different on these is the heads, right? They're the heads. That's it. Same with the other figures. Well, and the capes for them. But they've really done a good job with this set. I was kind of surprised that there wasn't a goon in this set. I really thought when we first saw that tease that there was going to be a goon in this set, like it was going to be these four and then a fifth as the goon. But then of course we found out that they did that single pack. So I have a couple. I'm not sure. I think three of those I got. I'm not really sure what I ordered, but they shipped, so they'll be here in a couple days. We'll probably do a video of all of it, I guess, would probably be the way to go, because 5 figures, why not add a fifth one on there? But yeah, Dave, are you going to bother getting the Masters of the Universe, the Origins Grayskull? I want it. I mean, I'm interested in it because my daughter likes to play with those. Not like they're kids' toys. I mean, they are, but they aren't, obviously. So I pre-ordered it. I don't really know if I need that, though. I mean, like, I have the Classics Grayskull. I actually never had a vintage Castle Grayskull. Like, Masters was on its way out when I was old enough to really play with toys like that. So I've never had a Snake Mountain, and I've never had a Grayskull, and I've never felt any desire to actually get them. But Classics was a different story because that was a line that I was actively buying. But there's, plenty of stuff that when I was a kid, like, I didn't even know existed for a long time. I didn't know that Snake Mountain was a thing when I was a kid. I didn't know that the playsets were even they were anything. I certainly didn't know that Eternia existed. None of that stuff. I didn't learn that there was a Thundercats playset until I was like late in my teens. So there's a lot of stuff that I didn't have, and I kind of don't really have like a big call to like the vintage design for Castle Grayskull, and there's a lot of that in the new one. I mean, they very much look very similar, but it's kind of hard to want to pass it up, though, because the price is really, really good. So it's like $75, and you get an exclusive version, the Temple of Darkness Sorceress. So you're basically getting a playset for $60, which is pretty much unheard of these days. So I don't think I'll skip it, but at the same time, I'm not like jumping for joy for it either. Like, we all knew it was coming, and there's been so many leaks. I'm really more interested in the vehicles, honestly. Like, we know Landshark's coming. I will go nuts if they release a new Roton. That's what I really want. I want a Roton, and I'll be happy, even if the line doesn't go any further than that. I need an Origins Roton. There's a little sidebar for that. Anybody know how to open this thing? So we're going to do the Black Series. And like I said earlier, I got to notice that the case that all of these figures are in is shipping from Entertainment Earth. So I'm going to open this, and then like in a week, I'll get the regular figures. So, which are the same figure. I shouldn't have ordered that case. It's the case that's got Luke, Leia, Han, the Armorer, Cad Bane, Phase 1 clone, the new one, Incinerator Trooper. I guess something is double packed, maybe. So I don't need Cad Bane. I don't need these three. Really don't need the Armorer because I got the exclusive one on pre-order. But I do need the Incinerator Trooper, and I need the Phase 1 clone. That's going to be a fun package when I get it and open a case and don't really need any of the toys inside. What a weird thing to complain about, right? Padamus Prime did my stuff come in different boxes. So I mentioned this earlier. You might not have been on. I got everything came in its own box, with the exception of one box that had 3 different things. So like all of the small stuff came in one box, small relatively speaking. So the Vintage Collection figures and Cobra Commander and the Wampa came in one box, and they were fine. Like, the only thing that I have I have a little ding on Cobra Commander's box or the slipcover. But everything else came in their own boxes. Lord Drakon came on Saturday in one box, and the rest came yesterday. So this is a pain to open, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Okay. We're going to do this. My FedEx guy is awesome. He's really cool. Well, he's as cool as a FedEx guy that I don't really talk to is. He very much knows everything about what I've got coming. So he's delivered a ton of toys to this house, for better or worse. So, well, these are never going back in their box either, I bet. Luke is zip tied in there. Did I order red ninjas from Pulse? Maybe. I think so. I have one. I have one, and I got it from Amazon like a month ago, if not more. And I haven't really done anything with it. I never reviewed it. I have two waiting in my big bad toy store pile of loot, but I think I have some at Pulse too. I might cancel those. I don't know. I feel like I can't. I feel like I shouldn't. If somebody needs them, I can help out. I don't really know how many of those I need. But, I wanted so many Cobra Troopers, but that was an impossibility. Except for my man Toy Cartel is the reason why I have two, because he was able to get me the second one. Because you can't just have one. I've been trying to find them at Walgreens. One of my Walgreens has done their reset, and they had Joe's. I saw Cobra Commander and Gung Ho there one day, but I didn't see anything else. I don't know if they had a ninja or not. Who knows? But they've never had any since, and that was over a week ago. And the other stores in town have not, at least that I'm aware of, haven't had any. And trying to think who else. Other stores, like Target's doing their resets. People found Wave 2 there. But my store hasn't done their reset yet. Well, if you need one, then I can help you out with one, probably. No reason why I can't return the favor. Shit. Okay, so here's Luke. This is a new saber, I think. Yeah, the infantry trooper is, he should be no problem to get. I made sure to get some of those on pre-order just to avoid the mess down the road, because who knows what it's going to be like when those release, because people are going to go crazy and they're going to buy them. They're going to buy them up immediately at retail once they're there. So this, I'm curious. He's got a weird belt on him. I don't know if I like this lightsaber. Peg is kind of weird on it. Really, really flimsy. But I'm pretty happy to get these versions all in kind of one go. I don't know that I don't think this is their best. I still think the what was it, the Walmart exclusive, is that what it was? The Walmart exclusive, the cloaked Return of the Jedi Luke that I bought two of and turned one. I cannibalized one to turn into a final dual Luke with the gloved hand from the original one. This is pretty similar, but it's definitely not the same head sculpt. Your network Cobra Commander comes in. Yeah, mine will be here in a couple days. I don't even know what to do with it at this point. I've had that figure for like 6 weeks at this point. I don't, and it's confirmed. It's definitely the dark blue retail version. So apparently, a lot of folks got an email saying that they were going to have a choice between light blue and dark blue, and that seemed like a load of crap. Really, I don't think it's true. But I think I saw Robo talking about it actually. But I have not seen any evidence that has actually occurred. So I don't know what that means. but since they're blue, light blue, and it ended up being the Pulse exclusive when they realized they had to backtrack on what ended up happening with all of that nonsense. Because I have to assume that Network is the people that actually messed up, not Hasbro. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. There is some mess with Joe's in a general sense. I mean, all of it really is the Target stuff, and I don't know. This though, back to Star Wars. This does look good. Surprisingly, the poncho actually sits on him pretty well. It's kind of big. It could maybe be a little bit smaller, maybe cinching it a little bit, but like that's a good indoor Luke. I'm pretty happy there. Granted, though, the big reason to get this set was the Ewok, because you're not going to be able to get him anywhere else until they decide to re-release him down the road. But you also get a new speeder, and I only have I only have one. So this is a pretty good loot. And obviously, I'm going to do reviews on all this stuff. So come back, watch more. I do think this box is kind of goofy. Does make for a pretty cool presentation. Bill Fall, am I going to get more than one Triceraton? I'm going to try. I've had good luck lately. I've had good luck. That's pretty much all I can say. So I've had good luck. Obviously, I got the Dragon Granitor set already. I got it really early. I guess kind of early anyway. And I'm going to try. I kind of at least want two. But I don't know how feasible that's going to be. It all comes down to timing. Because at this point, I don't think I'm going to be able to get them online. Even Dragon Granitor sold out online instantly, didn't they? No, they didn't. They actually were up for a little while. They were up for a while. That's what it was. That was the one where I was in store buying them when they were going up online. So I don't know. I mean, I'm going to try. I definitely want at least out of there. I definitely at least want two, because he's an army builder. The only thing that sucks though is just when you miss them, and you're gonna have a hell of a time getting them. I'm more interested in the two named Triceratons, honestly, just because I'm really curious to see those. Something about the green one really does it for me. Also, reviewing an orange Triceraton is going to be a pain in the ass. I'll have to figure something out. Orange figures always mess me up. The rare orange figure always messes me up. Hey, take it easy, Daniel. Ooh, this Leia. Ran into the scalper buying up the NECA stuff at my Target. Good. So did you have to fight him for it? What happened? I have never encountered anybody buying anything. I don't think. The only time I've run into anything like that, and it wasn't a scalper, it was just one guy. I ran into a guy buying Baroness at Target when I was looking for him or looking for her. He got the last one. I walked by him like, son of a bitch. Running poses don't take too long. It's all about being able to balance them. Once you can figure out how to balance them, they'll be fine. This is kind of weird. So, messed up. Huh. So, the poncho goes through the belt on this side, but it doesn't go through the belt on this side. I wonder if that's a mistake. It can't be, because there's no way that's a mistake. Oh, it's probably so I can get to her gun. Leia looks pretty good. Shit. Leia looks pretty good. So she's got the double ball peg neck. Well, that was terrifying. She looks kind of mad, though. She does not look happy. I don't think this beats Hoth Leia, though. And she's got the new knees. The new single-jointed pinless knees. They look good. So this, of course, is pinless because they don't do double joints on the females. She looks pretty good, though. Poncho's kind of the same situation as Luke, but hers has the belt, so it sits a little nicer. I really want to put her on a speeder. I think it'll be really cool for Leia. And then Han. Han, you get options. Han gets the options. So we've got like the standard Han here. There's definitely some parts reuse going on with this guy, right? Has to be. But he's got like a little nasty mustache going on too. This looks pretty good head sculpt wise. It's not the Bespin Han head sculpt, definitely not. But he looks pretty good. And then you've got the poncho in here. There it is. So he's got his little poncho. He's got the trench coat thing. So you can dress up your dolls. For how easy this is. Put the arms backwards. There you go. I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's kind of big. It's not super big, but it's kind of big. Still, this is like so much better than if they had done these figures years ago. This would have been a nightmare. So this is definitely a lot better than what it could have been. This material though is not the same. So like this is much more loose and kind of free flowing. It's got like it's got a pattern to it, like a weave in there almost. So, Rob Z, do I prefer Figuarts Han to all of the Black Series? Yes. Every single day of the week. The head sculpt is not 100% there, but it's better to me than all the other ones. And the figure in general is better articulated. I like Figuarts in a general sense though, just because of their finish and how they're designed, from like everything being uniform across the figures. So like there's texture, but it's very smooth at the same time, if that makes sense. This looks pretty cool though. Yeah, actually, the more that I mess around with this, the better it is. Old Han Figuarts is so good. It's like the perfect Han Solo figure. That doing that review is what got me in contact with Bluefin. Actually, they saw me ranting and raving about it, so that's when they reached out to me about doing reviews. This actually, the more I play with it, the better it is. Yeah, it actually isn't too bad. It's not bad at all. I shouldn't have even said that. That's pretty good. What do I think of the retro 375 Marvel figures? I think they're kind of cool. I don't know that I need them. Like, there's nothing about those that I need personally. Like, obviously, I do. I like reaction stuff, like Super 7 reaction, but that's mostly because of the licenses, not necessarily just because they're 3.75 figures. I do buy 3 3/4 inch stuff still, but the Marvel stuff, like, there's obviously like a Kenner thing. They're trying to use the Kenner nostalgia to draw you in, even though that has nothing to do with Marvel. And they're trying to do a Secret Wars thing, and Secret Wars does nothing to me as far as toys go. Never owned one. They weren't a thing for me. But by the time I was really old enough for it to matter, they weren't a thing. How the hell do you open this? So I don't know. They're cheap. Not like quality wise, but like price. They're $20 for 2. So I might check them out. We will see. I haven't pre-ordered them or anything. I haven't gone as far as actually doing that. I'm not sure. Trying not to lose. I'd be lying if this wasn't the thing I was most interested in. So Pop Blue on the speeder. And I do like how they packaged him with the, with him racing through the forest. That's really cool. Mafex, Boba Fett coming tomorrow. Is that thing hard to get now? For the longest time, he was easy to get. I don't own one. I like the figure arts Boba Fett. I know that's like sacrilegious to some folks. The Mafex is really good, though. Yeah, this thing is like a puzzle. I mean, it's one of those sets where you almost feel bad for taking them out, and they're never going to go back in, which is fine. I mean, it's not like I need to sell these anyway. I probably didn't even need to do all that. But he's still strapped onto the bike, too. Or the bike is strapped to this thing. It's like I'm performing surgery. Can I get in there? Oh my God. Oh. Okay, so the bike is on this thing, and the stand is inside of it, and the little plastic tray is taped to the bottom. Oh. Tall Man 80, do you collect hot toys? No, I do not. It's not for like a lack of interest. It's more for if I do that, that would take away the focus of what I really care about. Like there's only been one time I was really, really close. I almost ordered the holiday special Boba Fett, that one, because I love that look, but I just couldn't do it. I do think they're really cool and they make for great display pieces, but they're not for me. I mean, the only 1/6 scale stuff I have are the Mondo He-Man stuff, and that's specifically because it's He-Man. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this thing can never go back in the box. Shit, I might as well throw it away. So this is worse than the Power Rangers one. Did I get Jar Jar? Absolutely. I love prequels, and that's about it. I like the prequels. I mean, I like certain ones more than the others. I mean, I like Revenge of the Sith more than I like the others. I have a lot of problems with Attack of the Clones, just from a general storytelling perspective. But I like clones, and I like a lot of the aliens that are in there. There's pretty much there's not much of anything I wouldn't buy from the prequels, honestly. There's so many good Jedi that they can do, so many cool aliens they could do, all that kind of stuff. So here we go. Poplu on his speeder. So yeah, I mean this is. I mean, I should have gotten Tebow for this to see. There's obviously some parts reuse going on here, but this guy looks great. And like I said, I've only got one speeder because there was a time when I did not buy multiple troopers for whatever. There was a time when I didn't actually open Black Series figures. So yeah, this guy looks fantastic. I'm so happy that we're getting Ewoks. I'm so happy that we're finally getting to the point where they can give us this stuff. Like, I'm just waiting for Wicked at this point, though. If I could only keep or collect one series, one line, however, not limited to Toy Maker. So, like, if I could collect one property, I mean, for broad strokes purposes, I would probably say Star Wars. Just because there's so much more potential there. But if it came down to stuff is being made and I don't have to worry about there not being something, it's Thundercats every day. Without question, if I can only collect one line, it always has to be Thundercats. It's the property that means the most to me for a number of reasons. So, thankfully Super 7 is finally doing it. But it would have to be Thundercats for me. But broad strokes, Star Wars, because there's a million figures. But this guy looks legit. Very, very happy with this. Like, probably the only negative to this set is the box and the fact that I just annihilated it. It is probably worse. It and Drakon are definitely just as bad. They're both a mess as far as the box itself goes. So yeah, this guy's pretty cool. He's strapped onto the speeder though. I wonder how well he actually holds on to it. We'll see. You just got your ultimates, man. They're so good. I was really surprised that the boxes for the ultimates varied between lines, because Thundercats are smaller boxes than Turtles, but they're not smaller figures, really, although Baxter is humongous. So maybe that's part of the reason why. And then those Ren and Stimpy boxes are larger than my freaking head. You just found the White Ranger. Yeah, my closest store, because I check stock with like Brickseek and stuff like that. I'm sure plenty of you do as well. Their stock jumped to like 20 figures yesterday. They have not put anything out yet, but hopefully I'll see those really, really soon. And I don't need to buy that White Ranger, although he is different. His Saba is backwards. It's in a different tray. They went to the length of putting Saba backwards in a different tray. That's kind of weird. Oh, and Leia also comes with a helmet. It fell off in the box. So that makes sense. What I would really like is to play off of these is the flashback Luke and Leia training scene figures from episode 9. I loved that scene. It was so good. I mean, it was fleeting and it was short, but I really liked it. So the Star Wars set is done. So I mean that's that. Does anybody actually care about this? I figure I might open this anyway. I'm not reviewing this. So let's just open it up. I'm actually really excited about this. I haven't actually opened a vintage collection figure in a while. I have a stack of them that they're just sitting. How do you open this? Okay. So our clones. TMNT Ultimates, man, I am so pumped for that wave. Everybody keeps saying that they saved the best turtle for last, and I wholeheartedly disagree, but that's not a big deal. Best turtle comes in wave 2, as far as I'm concerned. But I am really, really excited for that wave. The only thing I really think they need to go back and reevaluate Casey's mask. I think there's definitely something askew with the eyes on that mask. They definitely don't look right, and they don't match the vintage toy. It's not a huge thing. I'm not going to freak out about it, but everything else looks so perfect, and those are a little messy. And you're right, his hair is a little bit. It's like subdued almost. It's a little bit subdued because his hair is pretty wild. I had that vintage figure out recently. I'll probably put that just to take a look at it. Trying to get these guys out, but I'm really looking forward to Muckman. I just need them. I need them to get into the weird variants. Which Mondo Masters of the Universe box do I have? Oh, there's a shit ton of them actually, but Scareglow and Merman are up top, are probably the two you see. I have no idea what's in there because those are those slip covers that are on there. Yeah, Scareglow and Merman. I put them back recently because I was moving stuff around. And am I surprised there hasn't been a well-articulated 6-inch Motu line? I mean, I'm not surprised considering, Classics started in 2008 or 2009, whatever year that was. I still love Classics though. I'd be fine if they just continued that line, but we're getting a super articulated line. Where is Snake Mountain going It's going to go in the room that I do the reviews in. So there is like a little there's like a little nook in that room. I don't really know what it was meant for. I think it was for someone to put a bed in. It's like 6 feet wide. I'm gonna do this. We'll see how long it takes for me to do it. They are. Well, I'm gonna try to put a shelf in there that can hold Snake Mountain and my Gray Skull, so they can be right next to each other, and then I can actually use that space. The space there has been unused since we moved into this house because nothing really fits there, but that will. So there is a spot for it. I just have to put the shelf in. But I went with Entertainment Earth for mine because at the time I just was not prepared to. I wasn't prepared to pay for that outright. At the time, I just couldn't do it. I don't really remember what was going on life-wise at the time, but I was really concerned about not being able to really afford to keep it once I got it. So I wanted to make sure I could get rid of it if I needed to. So I went with Entertainment Earth, and I likely won't have mine until January. What is that blue monkey looking thing? Oh, that's Relay from He-Man, from one of the Christmas special. It came with the Mondo Skeletor, so it's a 1/6 scale thing. Pretty much everything that's on this is everything that's up on the barge. My daughter put there. I implemented it and put it in place, but she loves messing with this thing, and she's very gentle with it, so I just let her play with it. As crazy as that sounds. So which one? We've got Echo. I'm still doing the vintage collection stuff. We got Echo. These look so good. Although I have heard that these are short. I don't have any. Oops. I don't have any to compare with at the moment. I mean, I'll have something for with. I'm not doing a review, so I need to check. But I've seen pictures where these are too short. Like for clones, they're shorter than most. They're shorter than most other clones. So I don't know, but they look great. Like the paint applications on these guys are fantastic. I do have a carded fives, though. I forgot that I pre-ordered. There was a pre-order on Amazon like a year ago, or like at the beginning of the year for an unlisted fives, and I pre-ordered it and it shipped. And it of course it's Amazon. It's a carded figure, so it arrived damaged. So that was neat. This is fives though. The head sculpts on these guys look tremendous. They look fantastic. And of course the photo reel. Tall Man, did I get the new Gray Skull? I mean, I pre-ordered it. I don't know that I really care about it. I kind of talked about it briefly. I don't know. It's not a big deal for me currently. We'll see. I mean, I say that when it starts shipping, I'm sure I'll get excited. But not being able to easily have found a lot of the origin stuff has kind of soured me on some of it. I have it all finally, but like getting it was a huge pain for me because I just can't find it locally. I had to get help from people to get them, so it really just bugged the hell out of me. We got fives. These guys do look really good. Of course, they're slightly unique. They did, and these didn't get the pre-order treatment. That's weird. They're not the same. They are different. They've got different commas and different paint applications. Yeah, they've got the different paint applications on their helmets and on their chest plates. They do all come with the same guns. So you get the big blaster, you get the little blaster, and you get pistols for each one. So they each have 4 guns. And they can store everything on them technically, holding and with their sheaths. And then we've got Jesse. Jesse has like one of my favorite clone tattoos, though. He's got the insignia blazoned on his head. Dig that. And his helmet's really cool too. It's mostly blue instead of mostly white. But again, they're all very similar. They're basically the same base figure with some differences. Paint applications. We need these in Black Series, like so bad. I mean, it sort of seems like they're going that route though, right? Because we're getting more and more clones, we're getting more and more prequel stuff because they're not burdened with the secrecy of a movie right now. You know, they're burdened with the secrecy of The Mandalorian, but I'm not sure that's that big of a deal, at least not yet. But the lack of a movie is obviously shown this past year where they're able to release so much stuff. Can I explain the attraction to 3.75-inch figures as opposed to better articulated ones? I mean, there's a nostalgia thing for me, but these are pretty well articulated figures. They're not just 5 POA. So these have swiveling, arms and legs. They've got elbows. They've got hinges at the wrist. They've got a diaphragm cut. They've got swiveling arms and legs. They've got, what do these have? Yeah, they've got single jointed rotating knees. They've got rockers. They've got hinges at the ankles. I mean, these are pretty advanced as far as 3.75-inch stuff. But a lot of it is, for me, is nostalgia, because when I was elementary school, middle school, like Star Wars 3.75-inch figures were pretty much it for me. Like that was it. That was the big thing. So I still like to buy some. I don't buy everything, and there was a long period of time where I didn't buy Star Wars anything because there was too much stuff that I didn't care about. Have you checked out the 3.75-inch Halo figures? I have looked at them. I don't intend to buy them though. I don't need that. I don't need to go down that road. I don't know how much of this of the bigger line I need really. Like I haven't found Kat, the fourth figure in Wave 1. I didn't know that she was out when I did that review. She was on the box, but at a store that got a fresh case, they didn't have her, which was really, she wasn't out or they didn't get her somehow. I don't really think I want that one, but I don't really think I want the other stuff either. So I'm not really sure though. I saw the Warthog today at a store. And that was pretty cool. So yeah, we got 3 clones, and they are of course Phase 2 clones, which is my favorite version of clones. But that is that it? Well, that's the Wampa. I'm not opening the Wampa. I'm not. I want him in that box, and once you open that box, it's never going back in because it's a sealed box. So throw everything on the floor. So for everybody that wasn't here at the beginning, I mean, this is the one thing that I don't think I'm going to open because the box on its own is really the main reason that I wanted to get it. I almost didn't buy it, but I can't resist a vintage style foil box. So maybe, I mean, I guess, well, it's not as unresealable as I thought. It does actually have a flap there, but I don't think I'm going to open it tonight. I don't really think I need to. So yeah, we've also got, you know what, let's do these two because I need to do it. And you're here and I'm here. I need to go to bed, but you're thinking of dabbling in beginning a Star Wars collection with my daughter. You haven't had anything since the original Kenner stuff. Whew, good luck, man. That is, I mean, it'll be a fun trip, but beware. Buyer, beware. So we've got some new clones too. Mainly want to see how the helmets are on these guys. I'm not a huge army builder, but when it comes to certain things, like I feel compelled, for lack of a better word. Like I think I'm up to 5 of these at this point, and that's got to be it for this because it's such a specific clone. Like it's really not even the one that I truly want the most. I want a regular new style Phase 1 clone trooper. I've got 3 from those old sets that they did back when they didn't like doing clones and they were throwing them in all those Entertainment Earth and like Amazon Goofy 4-packs. So this is a new era for Black Series. I do really like these boxes. Tall Man, I think I will maybe do some more of these live streams. This one is like the test. It's mostly to see, you know, what kind of technical difficulties am I going to encounter? You know, what can I do better? Because obviously I'm just running this through the base way that YouTube allows you to do it. I'm just trying to see how it works, get a feel for it, and see if anybody wants to do it. The big thing that I want to do just to do it is to like start doing like my toy hauls instead of doing like a recorded video, do them as a live instead. That way folks can talk to me about what I've gotten. Because I always ask people about, you know, what they think about the stuff, what they've gotten recently. And that would work a lot better if I'm actually doing a live. And I've got a massive, big bad pile of loot coming pretty soon. I have yet to ship it, but it's gonna be the one where my wife complains about how big the box is probably. Let's see. Oh, you thought you'd begin with my top 10 for this year Black Series. Man, it's gonna, if that's how you start it, you're gonna be in for a good start to your collection, because this year has been pretty good for Black Series. It kind of started out a little slow, I think, but it's gotten a lot better. I mean, they've given us so much stuff that I didn't really think they would give us. Sorry if this has already been asked, but do you have any interest in the D&D figure? Uh, Not really. Honestly, like I didn't order it. Um, it's not what I thought they were gonna do. Kyle in the house, what's up, man? How are you doing? But the D&D figure, I really thought they were going to go cartoon Dungeons and Dragons. So that's what I was expecting, and that's not what we got. I'm really happy that people who want to get that figure will get him, but I just don't know that it's for me. And honestly, I'm not so sure that a line like that has much longevity. I know that they could do a lot with it, but like looking at Overwatch and looking at Ghostbusters for stuff that's not normal Hasbro stuff, they have not been doing very well. Like, and I don't know. Time will tell. You know, I'd love for them to prove me wrong. Honestly, I don't want a line to fail, because I know a lot of folks that really want to see that line succeed. But it doesn't really do it for me. It reminds me a lot of the Funko Magic figures that they did, and I know that's maybe kind of stupid to say in regards to comparing D&D, but something about those really look like that to me. I don't know. So another Stormtrooper. This thing is, I mean, these are just beautiful. This is like the thing that makes you wonder if you need to get Figure Arts Troopers anymore, and I know that there's plenty of reasons to get those still. Like the last Stormtrooper that they did was just the best, but this guy is really fantastic. For $20, you cannot beat it by a long shot. Let's see, what's the number one on store that online that I buy from? It depends. I mean, like I buy a lot from Big Bad Toy Store. I buy a lot from Entertainment Earth, but I don't. Their shipping is usually, it's not the greatest for me because they're so far away. They're out in California and they use like the slowest possible shipping. If you're really close to them, you get your stuff really fast. But it can take like 2 weeks at some point to get stuff all the way to Kentucky. So it changes things. Big Bad Toy Store can get stuff to me in 2 days for like nothing. So it works out a lot better that way. I mean, like Super 7 stuff, I buy directly from them. I buy some stuff from NECA Store online, you know, if I want to get stuff super quick. But yeah. What are some of my wish list licenses for Super 7 Ultimates? That's coming from you. That's a loaded question. So Kyle wants to know what I want to see from Super 7 Ultimate. I mean, I would love to see more Toxic Crusader. I know that's already been done, you know, but I'd love to see the rest of that line. I know Brian's talked about that. Brian Flynn's talked about that, and I don't know how well that would do because it's not like Toxie. Some of those characters aren't known at all. We got more troopers, a couple more. But I mean, the ones that I would jump to right away: Silverhawks and Tiger Sharks, just because of Thundercats, and it's, you know, my thing. But I don't know, like beyond that, I think that something like because you guys have access in some fashion to Disney's vault, so to speak, gargoyles would be really, really cool. You know, stuff like that. And I still think that Ren and Stimpy needs to be revisited, and that we need a Powdered Toast Man in ultimate scale with, you know, ultimate style articulation. I think that would be figure of the year contender for me, potentially. No, it probably wouldn't, but that would be just like an amazing figure. Could you imagine that? You know, have him flying with your Ren and Stimpy, have him shooting stuff out of his ass or whatever he does on the show. So we get another one of those. And another one of these. Is Diamond Select done with real Ghostbusters? I think so. I had such a problem with those, man. Those were such a mess. I never opened two of them. I didn't open Venkman and Ray because Peter and not Peter, Winston and Egon left such a bad taste in my mouth. They came broken, and I got them fixed, and then their proton streams all broke eventually. They were so fragile I could barely use them, and it just didn't work. So I never opened them. They go for stupid money now. I don't. It's crazy how much people will pay for those things. I would love if Hasbro did them though. I really thought that's where they were going to go once they started doing the vintage Kenner stuff. You'd think that they would maybe do that, but that line's a mess. But I think Diamond might be done for a little while. I haven't seen anything new. Let's see. Wave 2 Powdered Toast Man and the horse. Yes. Who did them? Palisades Toys did Ren and Stimpy figures for a while. I have a horse, a Mr. Horse. It doesn't scale with anything, but yeah. Swamp Thing toys would be really good. That'd be a good one. Super 7 could nail those, just like the Horsemen are nailing the wacky, goofy, disgusting stuff when it comes to turtles. They could absolutely kill that with the Swamp Thing figure. I'm trying to think of other stuff that that I bought as a kid that would work. Because when it comes to Super 7 Ultimates, it's all about thinking. At least for me, it's all about like what can they take from my childhood and make it better. Or make it, again, like what I said in my reviews, is make it now like I thought it was when I was a kid. So what you think you're playing with. That was one of my funniest videos. Yeah, I was so annoyed because they were just so messed up. The paint was such a mess and they were broken. And I mean, yeah, it was. I opened them and I immediately started filming, which created kind of a mess at the time. And I was so annoyed by those figures. They look great, but they aren't great. They look great, but they aren't great. Is really what it came down to, which is kind of my experience with a lot of Diamond stuff. Some of them look great, but they aren't all that good. So yeah, I may end up dumping the 2 that I didn't open. Slimer was okay. The Stay Puft Man was fine if you like a big brick that doesn't really move. It looked like a bank, really, like a coin bank. So we got another Camino clone. So that puts me at, I think, 4 or 5 of these, and I have 6 of the new troopers. And I think I got to stop there. I went with Dorkside Toys and I ordered like 8 of each of these because I'm an idiot, and then I ended up canceling them. I told my wife about it, and she rolled her eyes at me, so I canceled them because I don't know what I would do with that many of these. Yeah. So that's plenty of toys. But yeah, I do have a stupid amount of toys coming from Big Bad very soon. There's actually a lot of Super 7 stuff in there because all of my turtles that I bought myself, because they sent me review samples. All of the stuff that I bought myself was coming from Big Bad Toy Store. So I've got a full set of Wave 1 and 2 more foot soldiers. So I'll have 5 foot soldiers by the time I'm done, because I bought Jay Hernandez's foot soldier from him because he only wanted Raph. But he had to buy a full wave to get him because you can't find the damn things anywhere. So we bought a full wave, kept Raph. I bought his foot soldier, and I think he sold the other stuff. He just charged me retail, and then I've got a full wave because I want another Mauser, so I needed another Baxter, and then I'll have 5 foot soldiers, but I have a ton of stuff. So if you guys are even remotely interested in this, we'll do another live when I get that. I'm probably going to ship it this week because I don't know. It's like a guessing game. You don't really know when something's going to hit. So I've been like waiting to see what's going to arrive, and then stuff arrives, and then oh shit, 20 things just hit in one day. Like when all the Mythic Legions came back in stock, and I got a bunch of charges for Mythic Legions that I forgot that I pre-ordered. So there's a handful of Legions coming, but it's the big one is so I can have my foot soldier on. So Tall Man, how many Cobra Troopers do you have? I only have 2. I did not. I'm trying to think, how did I even get? I traded for my first one. I traded someone a Beskar Mando Black Series for it because I had 2. and then my buddy Toy Cartel got me the other one. And when I say got me, he just gave me. He sent me one as a gift, which was a humongous surprise that I did not expect that. So I've only got two, and I'm going to stop there. So I'm not there. You can't find them. They're gone. You can't buy them anymore. They're discontinued. And I watch like eBay listings and Mercari listings, and people are still paying $100+ for them. So they're not going down in pricing yet. Favorite current toy line? Ultimates, Super 7 Ultimates, easy. No doubt about it. Specifically Turtles and Thundercats. They're definitely in the running for like my figures of the year. It'll be hard for me not to want to put Lion on my figure of the year. He was, when I first started doing the channel, he was, no, it wasn't that year. It was the year before I started doing the channel and I just did stuff on Instagram. He was my figure of the year. Mattel did him, and the Super 7 version is superior, but I don't know if I'm going to put him there because I've already kind of extolled the virtues of that line. But if not, I mean, it would be maybe the Foot Soldier is my favorite. Just as far as like lines go, the Foot Soldier is a sleeper hit. Yeah, I cannot forget about movie He-Man figures. It feels like those came out years ago, but God Skeletor would be up there, as would Dolph Lundgren He-Man. The figures that we never thought we would ever get. I mean, my figure of the year is still probably already locked in, the Ronin Warriors figure, because it's like technical Marvel. But yeah, like Super 7 stuff, I might do. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, because like I did my mid-year thing, where I only allowed one figure from a property, so like not two turtles. I might have to kind of pare it down because there's honestly so much stuff. There's way too much stuff. Way too much stuff to actually do like a really good top 10. Like there's no way that I can do a top 10 without knowing that I'm leaving stuff out. So wave 1 restock of Turtles. Well, Brian Flynn confirmed in an interview that they are going to be reissuing them, but not exactly the same. Maybe some slight differences. I don't know that it's been said what is different yet or not. But yeah, I mean, like too much stuff. But I mean, as far as like broad strokes Ultimates is. I mean, when I got that box that Super 7 sent me, I about pissed my pants. Like I was so excited. My wife like started filming me because I was like a little boy, like just opening stuff on like my birthday. It was ridiculous. I was like smiling from ear to ear. It was so crazy. I mean, obviously the experience and the opportunity for them, like I guess wanting me to do that was kind of mind blowing to begin with, just from the channel's perspective. But the getting that stuff was crazy, and seeing Thundercats again was huge for me, just from a nostalgia perspective. I want to say an emotional level, but that seems kind of stupid to say it that way, but it kind of is. Seeing them in those new, better boxes with all the accessories, and then getting Turtles on the same day, and just seeing just how absolutely well done they were was crazy. Like I was expecting a lot, and they really kind of crushed my expectations, honestly. I mean, I know they're not everything, nothing's perfect, but there's a lot about those figures that I could say is pretty damn perfect. Raph is amazing looking. The Foot Soldier, I can go on and on and on about the damn Foot Soldier. Splinter looks fantastic. Baxter is crazy. And then the Thundercats are everything that I already knew I liked with more stuff and were with better paint applications. So it was nice to do that. So Super 7 stuff is certainly up there. Big Bad Toy Store restocked Wave 1. Yeah, they did for a while. They didn't last, and they went back up again, and I'm pretty sure they're long gone. Is there any other SH Figure Art Star Wars that overshadows a Black Series version of the same character? Pretty much pick one, basically. Just really depends. Like the most recent Vader is probably a little bit better than even the Black Series Vaders, but maybe not by much. The original Vader is kind of garbage by comparison now. A lot of the troopers are better, but this guy really makes them not as important anymore, but they always come with more stuff. So that's kind of a thing. Farm Boy Luke is better. I think Chewie's better. A lot of the prequel Jedi are really, really good. Figure Arts Fett is better than Black Series Fett for sure, or at least it is to me. Maybe that story will change when the Return of the Jedi one comes out. Figure Arts Mando, that one's kind of a wash because that thing has its problems, but so does the Black Series. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, there's so many. There's honestly a ton right now. Figure Arts Princess Leia, A New Hope Princess Leia is better than the Black Series. It's just mostly at a technical level, they're better, just from like articulation standpoint. They all have their things about them. Some figure arts have like really goofy faces, and some of them have QC issues. Like Jedi Luke has a known problem, or at least the reissue does with the hand, like constantly kept breaking off or some nonsense. I don't know, but a lot of them are really good. Like I think the Rays are better. If you care about sequel trilogy stuff, the Kylo Rens are better. Yeah. Unless you're getting into stuff that's come out within like the past year, figure arts are usually the way to go. They always will come with more stuff too. You're always going to get more accessories, but you're always going to pay premium. So it's kind of a give and a take there. But I usually err on the side of figure arts just because I like figure arts as a brand. So yeah, yeah, that's it. So let's see. I mean, if you guys have any more questions, now is the time, because frankly, it's bedtime for me. Or it's getting there anyway. We're gonna review this guy tonight. So there'll be a review up for Cobra Commander tomorrow, I think. Are we getting Rise of Skywalker figures? Are we? That's a great question. I don't know that I want any, honestly. I guess I'd take Palpatine. Give me that slug at the beginning of the movie, do him, whatever his name is. But like, there's not a lot to do. There's really not. I don't know that I want Leia. I don't know that's like when you think about it, like who really needs to be done? Like a lot of them didn't even sell well. Like Jana was a peg warmer. Nobody wanted her. Things like that. You know, I don't really need a lot of those figures at this point, I don't think. Which is kind of unfortunate because there's some like background characters in the sequel trilogy that I would love to have. Like the Crimson Corsair, Sidon Ithano, if you don't know who he is, he's just a big red dude with the coolest looking helmet in all of Star Wars, I think. Like he's screaming for a figure. Or I mean, it's not sequel trilogy, but the lobster guy from Solo, whatever his name is, Therm Scissor Punch, need him. Ben Solo, he might be the one. I don't think we're ever going to get the Knights of Ren. I don't think they're ever going to happen. I don't think they're ever going to happen. I'll be very surprised because you can still find whatever his name is, Vicryl. You can still find him. I've seen him at a Walmart here for months. Nobody wants him. He's an awesome figure though. I paid extra for him on Mercari, a little bit, to get him early. Like people seem to really like the figure, but they don't do anything. So they don't do anything in the movie. There's no emotional attachment to those characters. They don't do anything, and I hate that for those characters. Is that a thing? Let's see, what else do we? I'm excited about the Figure Arts '89 Batman. Yes, I am as well. I'm really curious to see how they did that. Bluefin told me about that today, so I think I've got one of those coming for review. So we might be seeing one of those on the channel very soon. I didn't buy the Mezco one, so it's not like I'm going to be able to compare him to anything. But I'm really curious because Mezco's not my thing. I buy a few sparingly here and there, and they are such a pain in the ass to try and review that I don't even really review them because they have so much stuff. It takes me forever, so I just don't. Do you ever think about cutting back, dropping lines? Do I think about it? Yes. Yeah, think about it. I think about it. Like I thought about dropping some NECA stuff, like alien stuff. I thought about dropping that. Kind of almost there, I think. I thought about scaling back on Predator stuff. But I know as soon as I do that, they're going to start doing a lot of the ones that people really want, like reissuing some of those super old Predators with new updated articulation that I really want. Honestly, I need to stop getting into new lines is the problem. Like for the longest time, like I wanted to do Gundams again, and I said no, I wasn't going to do that. And now this entire piece of furniture back here is filled with Robot Spirits Gundams, and I started doing model kits again. So do I think about it? Yeah. I've thought about stopping 3 3/4 inch Star Wars, but that hasn't happened either. There's just like what I need to stop buying is like ones and twos of little things that don't have like a really big line attached to them. Like I have a bunch of Gremlins. I don't know if I really need Gremlins. I really like them, but do I need to buy them? Stuff like that. I'm looking, like some of the movie X-Men figures. Like I bought a bunch of those and then I took almost all of them back 'cause I didn't need them. I just have the Deadpool and the 2 Wolverines. Like I had the Magneto and Xavier set, and I got it in hand, and I'm like, I don't want this. And I had the Mystique, and she was about to ship, and I canceled it. So um, some stuff like that, I need to stop trying to buy everything. Uh, what waste of such a cool concept, Knights of Ren? Yeah, definitely. If Hasbro sends a defective exclusive, do you think there will be replacements? They do keep. I mean, they usually keep like customer service stock, but a lot of people have been getting extra things that they did not order, and people are not getting their orders. Like the Logan 2 pack, a lot of people are getting two when they only ordered one, so that kind of thing is going to cause a problem. But normally Hasbro is pretty good about being able to fix problems. Like last year, my um, what was it? My Power Ranger exclusive did not come with a Red Ranger sword. Like it just wasn't in the box. And eventually they were able to get me one. It was a long time after, but they were able to get me. I made do with with an extra figure art sword for a while. What else do we got? Who's got questions? You have to get Greta Gremlin. Yeah, man, I know. I say that I want to stop Gremlins. I'm like, I'm not going to stop Gremlins. I need the female Gremlin. I'd like a Bat Gremlin. I need the Brain Gremlin. Uh, I need them to redo all of just the Mogwai again, all that kind of stuff. Do I keep all of my packaging? No, absolutely not. Uh, no, definitely not. Like some of this convention stuff, I'll keep. Like Cobra Commander's box, I'm going to keep. Like some of these boxes, I might end up just tossing them because they're useless now. The Power Ranger box is useless. The Star Wars box is pretty much useless. Um, Hellfire box, I'll keep. But like Hasbro stuff goes in the garbage. Unless it's an exclusive, like Cad Bane's box. Like I kept that because it's a cool box, but it's also very small and it's easy to store. Uh, there's some trash. But even like these new Star Wars boxes, no, I don't keep them. I used to, but what am I gonna do with them? I keep import boxes, and I keep Mythic Legions boxes, and I keep those because of the potential for resale down the road. Like if I have a Mythic Legions, 9 times out of 10, someone's gonna be a little bit more interested if it has the box. It's gonna sell anyway because you can easily sell old Mythic Legions. But if they have the box, more the better. Figure arts and like stuff like that, I keep the box because it helps to keep track of the million accessories that they come in. And I don't really want to have those rolling around. I have a hard time keeping track of all the accessories as it is. But I don't keep NECA boxes except Ultimate boxes, the window boxes. Um, I keep like vintage card backs, so like the retro card backs, I keep those for like X-Men and the Spider-Man cards. I'll cut the bubbles off and I just keep the cards. Eventually, sometimes I toss them, but I keep all the Super 7 Ultimate boxes, although I don't know how long I can keep that up because they're so damn big. And then I keep like reaction card backs and vintage collection card backs, stuff like that. Did I get in the McFarlane Spawn? Yeah, I did. I got the I feel like an idiot now because I don't think I feel if you guys watch any of Jay Hernandez's streams, he and I talk about this figure from time to time. Um, but I don't think I'm gonna like it. I don't think I'm gonna like it when we get it because I don't think it's. I think exactly what Jay thinks is that it's articulation was an afterthought. I think it was an afterthought on this figure, and I got the three. I got whatever the three different ones are, the 3 pack. So like the artist proof, regular one, the classic was it classic, modern, and artist proof. Is that what it was? Um, I got that. I'm excited for it, but I'm honestly very worried that I'm not going to like it and then I'm going to be very disappointed. which is pretty uncommon for me because I usually only buy stuff that I really know I'm going to like. I don't take too many chances. It's pretty easy to know if you're going to like something, unless there's some kind of curveball thrown in. But you know, with that, like that twist in the torso, I don't like it. I don't need the autograph nonsense. Like, I don't know. Some of that stuff is fun and cool, but at the same time, I don't know that I truly need it. But I do have it. I'll get it, and we'll see. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I like to be proven wrong. I don't want his big endeavor to go bottom up and be a big mess. But I'm also just not sure that it's what we think it's going to be. If that makes any sense. That sounded truly, truly negative. They need to start adding vertical trigger hands, not horizontal trigger hands. For what on Black Series? They are vertical. These are vertical. Unless you're talking about something else. Usually vertical is the way to go. Unless you're going to do unless you're just going to do a ball hinge, which worked really good too. But on the Black Series Trooper, these are vertical. These are horizontal, so that works pretty good. Key and Peele Gremlins sketch. I have not seen that. I will check that out. That sounds like something I would find hilarious. So we'll check that out. My collecting seems to cover everything except Transformers. You're pretty much right, man. And it's not because I'm not a fan. It's because I'm not like I was a big Transformers collector for a while. I had Transformers when I was a kid, um, and then it fell away. I did Beast Wars for a while. My brother loves Beast Wars. He's a lot younger than me, but he likes Beast Wars because Beast Wars was the thing when he was little. So that's the one that he kind of grew up on. So we both kind of got into that. And then I like Beast Machines, and I got into those toys, but those toys sucked. And then it kind of went dormant for a while. But I got back in when I'm rubbing my nose too much. When the what was it? Robots in Disguise started, like the 2000 stuff. When I was working, because I worked at Target at the time, and I took full advantage of that. I was that guy at a store that used his ability to work in the store to get toys that he needed to get. So like those, and then Transformers Energon, and what was the next one? Armada Wars. Is that right? Transformers Armada Wars. Like I did those. Like I for a while, like I had. I have everything. I have like all of that stuff, and I still have it. I had at one point I had like 15 of those Unicrons because they went on clearance and they were like $8. So I bought everything that we had, and over the years I sold a bunch to fund other stuff. And I have one remaining Unicron still in the box with its clearance tag on it. It's in the garage, and I don't think I'll ever open it. I've never actually opened one. My brother hasn't opened one. He opened one, but yeah, Transformers is. I love the cartoons, and I loved it when I was a kid. But it's too much. Like I feel like it's too hard to do. There's too much stuff, and then there's like the third party stuff, which seems ridiculous to me. Like the idea that you can get better Transformers that aren't from Hasbro or Takara in some instances, like that's just I don't want to deal with it. So like I'm gonna get Transformers the red line. Like I want those figures. I know that they're probably a little too small, but I want them. They look great. So I need to stop buying new lines, but I'm gonna buy that line. But I do want those. Like I do, and it's that thing. Transforming stuff as a gimmick does nothing for me. It's not a big thing. Like I'd just rather have the robots because I've never once displayed a transformer in its vehicle mode. I've never done it, so I would never do it anyway. So I just like them for robots. So I want my robots. They don't have to be in disguise. Is Hasbro Captain America the way to go for best cap? Man, I don't know about that. I'm not really sure because I don't buy imports. I don't buy import Marvel stuff. I don't buy anything that's Marvel stuff that isn't Marvel Legends. I do know that the 80th cap is really good, so you can go that route, and you'll probably be pretty happy if you can still get it. Let's see. The MAS Optimus, are those things like stupid expensive now? I know, like Jay Hernandez has them, and every time I see him post a picture, I want one. I'm never going to buy one, but I want one. So those look really cool. Hey man, see you later, Toy Cartel. I'm going to wrap up here soon. It's getting it's getting late. I got to go to bed. It's not a transformer if it doesn't transform. I don't know. I guess like it's literally not a transformer if it doesn't transform, but it's still the character. You know, we all know that it's Optimus Prime, so we all know that it's Megatron. So I don't really care about that. I just want a cool figure. Yeah, Unparalleled Universe did a review on the Transformers Red Line, and he seems like he's warmed up to him a little bit more um, since he's had them. But like the big thing is that they're small. So it's the same situation that we've seen with all of Hasbro's new lines, except for Power Rangers. So like Overwatch, most of the figures were kind of small. Ghostbusters, they're small. Transformers, they're small. I don't know that it truly matters because you can't scale them with anything anyway. But at the same time, they're still going to look really weird next to a 6-inch figure. Do I collect McFarlane DC sparingly? Like I have, I went and got like, well, I did one of the things that I don't normally do, and I went and got the Batman and the Superman when they first hit because I just had to know what they were like, and they were okay. I didn't care about them. I have the Hellbat and what is it? They're over here somewhere. Yeah, the Hellbat and the Superman Unchained. They aren't the greatest action figures, but they look awesome. And then I have Azrael. He is fantastic. He's by far the best figure that they've done so far that I have been able to get. I haven't seen any of the metals lines or any of that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I want those because I think the designs look cool, but I'm not so sure that I truly need them. I'm not a big DC guy to begin with. Like, it's never been my thing. Like, I used to read the comic books, but as far as toys went, I've never been big into DC stuff, except for when I was a kid. Like, Kenner Batman was my thing. And like all the wacky ones, like Arctic Batman, the Legends of the Dark Knight line. Do you think the Horsemen will ever release Atlas, the Conqueror from Mythic Legions? Well, they did. He was in All Stars 2, but they have said sort of that they're going to go back in some fashion and try to reissue or re-release figures like Otho is going to come back out, right? I'm not really sure. I mean, it stands to reason that they could easily do it and make some money, change them up a little bit so you can get people to buy him who already own him, get customizers to buy him again, and then people who don't have him. Did I see the new pick of the vampire from Four Horsemen? Yes, and I am very interested to see where that thing goes because it's obviously some sort of a dwarf vampire based on the legs. So it looks really cool. I'm curious what they're going to do with that. They've kind of hinted before that there is a vampire-centric wave coming, and we still never got that vampire ogre brute. So he's clearly going to be in there. They've got to be together, right? But I think he looks really cool. I really like that head sculpt, the wings, everything about the build of that figure looks really good. And I am not one to dismember and kit bash legions. I don't do it. I don't really do it at all. I like to get my figure and enjoy it the way it came. So I don't really care about swappability aspect of legions. Like I rarely, if ever, do it. I don't even swap weapons usually. So that figure on its own just looks good. Yeah. Transformers are my main line. Love the current Earthrise Scorpion. Man, a lot of the stuff looks really good. Like I've been really tempted by some of the stuff in the store. Like I bought some Power of the Prime stuff because I just was taken in by some of the very G1 aspect of it. Like I got all the Dinobots. I eventually sold them all because I didn't need them. And I have Hot Rod or I have Rodimus rather and Optimus, but I never opened them because I got them and I didn't really know what to do with them. But yeah, Transformers, I like them, and I like looking at pictures of people who have them and know what to do with them. But they're just not for me. It's just like that's the one thing that I know if I got into it and I was really into it, I would take it too far. Like with Marvel, I'm at a point where I don't buy everything. I don't buy all Marvel Legends. I'm at a point finally where I don't buy all Black Series. It's not a huge thing, but I don't buy everything. But Transformers, like it would be starting fresh. So I feel like I would have to just get everything to really catch up, and I don't want to have to do that. Plus, like I said, transforming stuff isn't a thing. And then if I was doing that, I'd have to have bought Unicron, and there you go. I'm already going down a rabbit hole, a figurative rabbit hole that I can't even begin to go down. So, yeah. But that's about it. I think I'm gonna have to wrap this one up. I didn't really think I was going to go for 2 hours, but again, opening some of these damn boxes was way too difficult. I am not going down the Transformers rabbit hole. I just can't. Transformers Red is going to be where I start and stop. Now, yeah, I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm not even going to entertain it. But yeah, so I'm gonna call it quits here, guys. I think that's going to have to do it. It's 12:30 my time, and I got to get up for work in the morning and take a kid to school or daycare or whatever we call it, preschool. So, yeah, I mean, I like the idea of doing this. We will do some more. Obviously, not too many technical difficulties. My internet down in the basement seems to be holding strong, so I'm okay with that. I am going to do like the toy haul thing, and we might do something else. I know I'm going to be on an Unparalleled Universe live stream soon, probably in the next few weeks. So if you guys watch him, you will see me soon. Although I did have to cancel on him because I'm going to be in a wedding the day he wanted to do it, so it's going to be sometime. But yeah, I'm going to do more. Maybe try to do a weekly thing. A lot of it just comes down to timing, being able to put the kid down to bed and then come down here and do the thing. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me for so long, and yeah, we'll catch you next time. See you later, guys.